Good evening, I'm Joe Ginger, and welcome to the 48 train ride in Canton, Illinois. I want to thank Wally Hammond for his dedication to the 48 and the volunteer work he does for the people of the Canton area. We celebrate the birthday of my granddaughter, Crystal Hornback, and my 84th birthday as well. The video is a little shaky, and I apologize for that. I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Wally Hammond, and I'm with the Fulton County 40 and 8. That's the outfit that owns this wonderful machine, the locomotive. It's been around for a long time. But anyway, we're having a birthday party here at Joe Ginger's, and I'd like to go around and introduce everybody else. So we'll start with this young man right here. What's your name?
My name's Landon, and I'm glad to be on this train.
I'm Todd Pfeiffer of Chestnut, Illinois.
I'm Sandy Northrup, Joe Ginger's daughter.
I'm Sharon Ginger, Joe Ginger's wife of 62 years.
My name is Lena.
I'm Crystal. I'm Joe's granddaughter.
I'm Nick Fitzanko. I'm Crystal's boyfriend.
I'm Lauren Smith. I'm Joe's neighbor.
I'm Mila. I'm Luca.
I'm Riley Smith. I'm also his neighbor.
One of our members' dads got the whistle when they strapped out those steam powered shovel, and he's got 3 or 4 whistles, so he let us use this. So that's a real brass bell. Say that real 10 times real fast. So that's a real brass bell, and it's got a totally different ring than a lot of other bells. So get ready for the exciting tour of Canton that will last all of about however long we want it to. So see the sign that says, "Don't open the windows over 160 miles an hour," so hang on. time for the spanking?
Yeah.
Customary, you get spanked on your birthday.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joe. Happy birthday to you. And many more. You're 104.
104?
Yeah.
That was last year, wasn't it? right. Oh, well, thank you. Long time ago.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I see you guys around all the time.
Thank you for serving me. This is cool. Yes, it was. Really enjoyed this. Bunch of the media of art. Yeah. There you go. Thank you very much for your time.
Oh, you're welcome.
My dad. Really enjoyed it, sir.
Your birthday, huh?
My birthday's January 5th.
Oh.
This is about winter time.
Your daughter's birthday.
Yeah, for my daughter's birthday. She's 35 today.
Hi, I'm Wally Hammond with the Fulton County, Illinois 40 and 8. The 40 and 8 stands for the La Société des 40 Hommes 8 Chevaux, which is French for the Society of 40 Men and 8 Horses. You probably ask why 40 men and 8 horses. Well, during World War I in France, the best form of transportation was the narrow gauge railroads, and they would haul supplies to and from the areas that they needed them, and that was the fastest, best way to get the supplies there. They also had a capacity designated on those boxcars, 40 hommes or 8 chevaux, which is French for 40 men or 8 horses or mules. Well, after the war, the American Legion was formed in 1919. And then in 1920, there was a couple of legionnaires that got together and decided that they should have some way to remember their experiences riding in those boxcars during the war. Well, they came up with the idea of the Society of 40 Men and 8 Horses, La Société des 40 Hommes 8 Chevaux. And at that time, you had to be a member of the American Legion to be asked to join the 40 and 8. So it behooved the 40 and 8 members to recruit legionnaires so they could invite them to join the 40 and 8. So it was a win-win for both. Now, the 40 and 8 is not a federally chartered veterans organization. It's kind of like the Shriners is to the Masonic Lodge, but still the requirements of being a 40 and 8er is to be an honorably discharged veteran, and you still have to be asked to join the 40 and 8. The reason you have to be asked is because they want people that will be active and participate in the programs of the 40 and 8. And the first program the 40 and 8 had was nurses training, because during the war there was a lot of injuries and casualties, and people needed nurses. Well, as time goes on, we all need nurses, so they started the nurses training program. And then as time went on, they started the child welfare program, which will help children under the age of 17 replace their necessities during a natural disaster, like a flood, a fire, or tornadoes or hurricanes. They can take them to the store and they can replace their necessities as needed. And then later on there were more programs, child welfare. I mentioned child welfare. Carvel Star, which is a colony down in Carvel, Louisiana, for the people that contracted leprosy. And as they got better, they moved out, but yet they come back to retire at Caravel Star. And youth sports, we are very active in youth sports. You know, our kids, if you attend a game or coach, help coach or anything, and promote the kids of our areas to participate in sports of all kinds, boys and girls. So anyway, the 40 and 8 is a worldwide organization. We have locales in France and Germany and Puerto Rico and Mexico. So we're a worldwide organization. The unfortunate thing is our membership is dropping down to less than 15,000 total everywhere. So a 40 and 8er is a member of a very small but unique organization. And getting back to the boxcars, in 1945, France sent 49 Merci boxcars to the United States. 49 was one for each state and one for Hawaii and Washington, D.C. to share. Well, each boxcar was filled with things that meant something to the people of France. There were some very fancy formal attire, dresses, and men's suits, things like that. And even poor people would bake a loaf of bread and wrap it up good and tight so it would survive the trip across the ocean. And I imagine it was pretty stale when it got to the state that the boxcar was designated for. Now, Illinois had a Merci boxcar for several years, but in its travels around Illinois to be displayed, and anyway, it wound up in Chicago at a rail yard in Chicago, and the workers there thought it was just an old piece of railroad equipment that was sidelined for demolition, and that's exactly what they did with it. They demolished it. So Illinois doesn't have a Merci boxcar to display, but there's several replicas of it people have tried to build, and here in Canton, Illinois, we have a replica of the boxcar. It was built to the scale dimensions of the Merci boxcar. At home, I have the blueprints that they used to build it, and the blueprints are all in French and metric measurements. So they had exact measurements to build that replica that Voyager 812 has. I'm sure if you live in Canton, you've seen it in parades, and we do a lot of, we've diversified use of the locomotive to include children's birthday parties, because what kid doesn't like Thomas the Train? Well, this is a full-size, full-scale model of Thomas the Train. Its name is Ernie the Engine, and we have done birthday parties, we've done weddings, we've done family reunions, we've done all kinds of whatever you have to celebrate and you want to be taken around town, we're available. But anyway, it helps raise money to support our programs, because everything we raise goes to keeping the locomotive on the road. As you know, fuel costs and everything's pretty expensive, and so anyway, we try to keep active and keep our reputation and our programs going, and we need new members. We need them real bad, and younger members, please consider, if you're an honorably discharged veteran, possibly get a hold of somebody in the 40 and 8, and we'd sure like to talk to you about it. But anyway, the 40 and 8 originally started as the fun and honor part of the American Legion, and it still is the fun and honor part of veterans organization. We take pride in our service, and we take pride in serving our communities. And I want to thank you very much for the time. I'm sure you'll see the locomotive around at Christmas time. We light it all up, and it's in the Christmas walk here in Canton. And thank you for your time.